Zani is finally out. She is by far the most anticipated character in Wuthering Waves. She is cool, attractive, overworked and sleep deprived. But how good is she gameplay wise? Hi, my name is Annie and let's try to answer this question. Do you need to pull for Zani or should you skip? Let's start from the basics. Zani is a Spectral main DPS gauntlet user that heavily relies on a spectral phrasal effect. By heavily, I mean her forte mechanic depends on it. So that's a pretty big deal. And you probably wanna combine Zani with other characters who can also imply a spectral phrasal, like Peep or Spectral Rover. Third slot in the team can be a support character like Very Naisu or Shorekeeper. But if you're confident in your skill, you can try no support team and solely rely on Zani's shield. Pick whatever team suits your playstyle. If you already started talking about her kit, let's get into details. Zani has 2 bars on top of her HP. First one is Redundant Energy, and the second is the Blaze. And even though they both are her forte mechanics, they are not the same. When Zani performs basic, heavy, air, basically any normal attack, she gets Re. When you press her E, she temporarily goes into the block stance, and kinda similar to Tauchi, when enemies attack her, while she's in the block, she repels all the damage. And if you do attack, she additionally deals spectral damage and reduces enemy shields. That's the core mechanic behind no support team, just shields everything. Using E and counter-attacking enemies also gives you Re. Re is mostly used during Zani's E. When Re is fully charged, her E is getting significantly stronger. Now to the Blaze bar. You're gonna see it also when Zani is not on field under character icon. Amount of spectral phrasal applied by other characters are immediately triggered, multiplied by 5, and converted to Blaze points when Zani goes on field. Max Blaze points in that state is 100. Blaze is consumed during her ult. In the ult stage, Zani goes berserk, changes her visual appearance, and dresses a little bit. Her basic attacks are now heavy and deals spectral phrasal damage. Ult lasts for 20 seconds, but after 8 seconds or when the blaze is lower than 30, you can use ult skill for the second time to deal splash damage and exit the ult mode. Suggested playstyle is Intro, E, basic attacks until Re is full, upgraded E, Alt, E, a bunch of basic attacks, and finish it with an alt exit when it is available. Skill upgrade priority is Forte, Alt, basic attack, E, and intro. So from Zani kit you can clearly see that she's not very flexible. She works properly only with the spectral phrasal echo set, ethereal radiance, and when Spectral Rover can apply spectral phrasal stacks, Peep will apply approximately 2 times more, which will make Zani ult last longer. In theory, if you Shorekeeper have enough energy regen and Peep will apply enough spectral phrasal, you can immediately switch to Zani in her ult form and deal huge amounts of damage. Now moving to her stats. Best weapon is obviously her signature, and good replacement is Rochi's signature or standard banner 5-star. Good 4-star options is Legend of Drunken Hero or weapon from the battle pass. Currently the best main echo set for her will be either Nightmare Morning Aches or Capitanius, the 3-cost echo, because he provides spectral and heavy attack bonuses at the same time, and heavy attacks is basically the thing that Zani does in her ult stage. Probably we will get a good 4-star cost echo for Zani in the future, but for now it is what it is. If you're already dedicated to pull for her, here's an intro about Dupes. When R1 Zani uses E in ult mode, she will get significant 50% spectral damage bonus for 14 seconds, and her attacks cannot be interrupted. Seriously huge power up for a second copy of a character. Her R2 will increase her crit rate permanently and will make E counterattack stronger. When R3, her ult exit attack will get significantly stronger the closer you get to the ult timer end. R4 will turn Zani into support with 20% attack increase for all resonators in the team. R5 will increase ult damage on 120%, and lastly, every attack of a godlike R6 Zani in her old mod will be 40% stronger, and she additionally gonna have 70 more blaze points. If you haven't pre-farmed for her yet, here's a list of materials that Zani will need from the Wuthering Waves official Twitter page. And in conclusion, Zani is an interesting character, but gameplay-wise lacks a little bit of versatility. She feels like one-trick pony. Amount of text in the description of her skills is ridiculous, but I read that all for you, so you better leave a like and subscribe. Her kit is very strong, and together with Peep, she gonna destroy any late game content in ease. But if you don't have Peep, it may not be that way. But if you're planning to pull for Zani for an aesthetic reasons, which is completely understandable, she is absolutely gorgeous, then you still have an opportunity to get Peep from an anniversary banners. I hope there will be a better free-to-play option for her team in the future, but for now, I hope you're having a great day. I wish you only the best of luck on your Zani pulls. We'll see you in the next video, and bye-bye!